Welcome sports fans to the Plymouth High School soccer field. It is October 1st. It's a conference game against the Plymouth Panthers playing Berlin, and we have a kickoff. Plymouth kicks it off. Layton Albright tacks it back to Noah Joseph, over to Connor McManus, back to Noah, back up to Connor. Connor McManus up to the middle to Layton Albright, kicks it out to, tries to get it to Corby Gaffney, but Berlin cuts it off. Connor McManus gets it back. Going to reverse the field, taps it back to Drew Benning in the middle, over to Nathan Francis on the far side. Nathan going up the far sideline to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda taps to the head, and Berlin, Berlin gets away, but Berlin kicks it ahead. Headed back by Nathan Francis, headed by Berlin, falls down, and Ryan Halleck gets it, runs up to Ryan Halleck's up the middle with it. Ryan's in the box, takes a shot, and it goes wide right. Going to be a goal kick in the first 53 seconds of the game. Got a little north breeze coming tonight, so ball's going to sail pretty good. Ball's kicked away by Berlin. Over the header, settled by Connor McManus, taps it up to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer passes it back to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis up the other sideline to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda back to Nathan Francis. Taps it head to Colin Meyer in the middle. Connor kicks it up to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane in the box. And Berlin kicks it away. Colin Meyer gets it back. Colin Meyer takes a shot. It's in the box. Goalkeeper scoops it up. Goalkeeper for Berlin kicks it out with the win. Drew Benning gets a foot on it, up to Ryan Halleck, taps it out to Berlin, takes it away. Connor McManus battling. Berlin taps it away. Nathan Francis to Drew Benning. Nathan Francis. Noah Joseph kicks it ahead. Berlin gets it. Connor McManus taps it ahead. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Berlin. Berlin up with a throw-in. Ryan Halleck gets a foot on it, but Berlin gets it back. Berlin going down the near sideline. Kicks it back into the box. Blocked by Ryan Halleck. Berlin gets a foot back on it. Berlin takes another shot into the box. Noah Joseph kicks it up in the air. With the wind, just brings it straight back down. Nathan Francis, Colin Meyer taps it out. Layton Albright's running down on the far sideline. Berlin takes it away. Berlin coming back. Nathan Francis is there to crowd. Taps it ahead, goes off a Berlin player. It's going to be a goal kick for Cole Bogenschutz, the goalkeeper tonight. Have to keep that ball down out of the wind tonight because it's really blowing. Anything up in the air, it's just going to come right back at him. Cole kicks it off. Headed by Berlin. Berlin taps ahead. Holding call on Ryan Halleck, so it's going to be a free kick for Berlin. Berlin kicks it off. Berlin's first one's to set it. Berlin bringing it back out. Berlin sets it back again. Now they're going up the near sideline. Connor McManus takes it away. Taps it ahead to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane taps it out to Corby Gaffney on the near sideline. Corby going back towards the middle. And Berlin kicks it away. Berlin kicks it down in the corner. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Noah Joseph up for the throw-in. Noah throws it in. Corby Gaffney keeps it in play. Berlin takes it away, but Ryan Halleck's there to tap it ahead to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer kicks it ahead, and Berlin intercepts the pass. Berlin kicks it ahead. Nathan Francis there to get a foot on it. Nathan Francis going up the far sideline. Nathan Francis still going up the far sideline. Kicks it into Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane takes a shot. Goalkeeper scoops it up. Berlin kicks it away with the win. Drew Benning gets a foot on it, settles it, and Drew Benning's going to get it off the rebound off of Berlin. Drew kicks it ahead to Leighton Albright in the middle. Leighton Albright comes back to the middle. Berlin kicks away, but Dylan Kane's there for the score. So we got a score on the 5-minute, 7-second mark by Dylan Kane. If we get a stretch, we can get an assist out of Leighton Albright there, but off of Berlin defender.
Two's better than one, boys. Let's get another.
So Berlin's going to kick off after the score for Plymouth. So Berlin kicks off. And Berlin's setting it back, setting it ahead to the middle now. Berlin's coming up the near sideline. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be thrown for Plymouth. Corby Gaffney gets up for a throw and tosses it into Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck taps it back to Corby. Corby kicks it ahead into a Berlin player. And Berlin's coming back the other way. Ryan Halleck cuts off the pass, passes it over to Nathan Francis on the far sideline. Nathan up to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda going up the far side, taps it ahead into the win. And it's just going to get in the box for the goalkeeper to pick it up. Goalkeeper kicks it away. Drew Benning gets a leg on it. And Berlin settles it, but Colin Myers there to block it. Leighton Albright takes it away. Leighton going up the middle. Taps it out to Corby Gaffney in the corner. Corby running the ball down. Brings it back into the box in the middle. Corby puts in the middle for Dylan Kane. Kicked out by Berlin. Noah Joseph headers it. Keeps it back up in the offensive side, but Berlin gets it away. Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck comes to take it away. Gets called for rough play for Ryan Halleck on Plymouth, so we're going to have another free kick by Berlin at 6-minute mark. Berlin kicks it off. He's kicking with the wind. Header by Colin Meyer. Up to Dylan Kane.
Got it.
Dylan Kane taps it out to Corby Gaffney on the sideline. Up to Leighton Albright. He's going to get called for offsides. So, the offsides call, and Berlin's going to get a free kick at the 6-minute, 50-second mark. Kick gets all the way through down to Connor McManus, taps it out. Going to be throwing for Berlin. Got a sub coming for Berlin at the 7-minute mark. And he's up for the throw-in. Berlin throws it in, gets a foot on it. Corby Gaffney taps it out. Gonna be a throw-in for Berlin. Other than what the fans think and decide. Corby Gaffney gets a header on it. Berlin gets it back after that. Berlin's going back to the far side of the field. They got in the middle. Kick it ahead, headed by Drew Benning. Colin Meyer taps it ahead to Leighton Albright in the middle. Berlin gets a foot on it. Berlin takes it away, going the other way, but Colin Meyer's there to intercept the pass, taps it out to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda's on the outside, bringing it back in, taps it into Colin Meyer, back out to Aiden Woda, a little give and go. Aiden's on the box, on the corner. Kicked away by Berlin. Connor McManus is the first one to settle it. Connor going up the sideline, taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney on the near sideline. Corby Gaffney's going to bring it down, taps it back to Connor McManus on the sideline. Kicked out by Berlin. It's going to be a throw-in for Connor. McManus throws it into Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney in the box. On the end line, Corby tries to get kicked out by Berlin. So we're going to have a corner kick. First corner kick of the day for Plymouth at the 8.5-minute mark. And looks like Corby Gaffney's going to pick it up to take the corner kick. Corby's up, getting ready for the kick. Kicks it away up and goalkeeper gets a hand on it. Kicked out by Berlin. Connor McManus is there. He gets taken out by Berlin, so we got a free kick by Plymouth. So Noah Joseph's going to take the kick. Noah gets it up in the air, headed by Dylan Kane, headed out by Berlin. Berlin's in the corner, taps it away. Berlin kicks it up on the near sideline. Noah Joseph gets a chest on it, taps it out to Connor McManus. Back to Noah Joseph. Noah kicks it in the middle to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright turns, goes up to, kicks it up to Dylan Kane. Too far. Goalkeeper makes a nice stop on it. Nice play to goalkeeper by Berlin there to come out and grab that ball. Punts it away. With the win, Drew Benning gets a foot on it to Ryan Halleck. Berlin takes it away. Leighton Albright gets it back from him. And then Ryan Halleck taps it to Corby Gaffney to Connor McManus on the sideline. Connor taps it up. Hit by Berlin player, but another Berlin player is going to bring it. Berlin's coming up the near sideline. Berlin kicks it into with the win, but Noah Joseph calls for it. Noah settles it, going to far sideline over to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis taps it up to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda is going to bring it back, taps it to Drew Benning. Drew Benning back up to the middle to Colin Meyer, taken away by Berlin. And then Connor McManus takes a pass away from Berlin, taps it up to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney gets tangled up with Berlin player, so it's going to be a free kick for Plymouth. Noah Joseph's calling for the free kick. We're at the 10.5 minute mark, counting up to 45 minutes for this half. So Noah Joseph tees the ball up for the free kick. Goalkeeper's got the sun in his eyes. Noah kicks it, line drive, hits Corby Gaffney in the back. Kicked out by Berlin, but Nathan Francis is there to keep it back in play to Aiden Woda on the far side. Aiden's in the corner, taps it ahead to Colin Meyer, taken down. Going to be a free kick. And a penalty kick because he's in the box. And I'm pretty sure Colin Meyer is going to take the penalty kick. Every week they work on practice, see who gets the win penalty kick, and looks like Colin Meyer has done it again this week. So at 11 minute mark, Colin Meyer's going to take a penalty kick. He's going into the win. And unfortunately, the goalkeeper can't move ahead off the line. Really tough for him. Colin Meyer takes a shot, gets underneath the goalkeeper's arms for a score for Plymouth. Colin Meyer on the penalty kick, so Plymouth is up 2-0 at 11 minute mark. So he's writing the score on the back of his red card is what he's doing. Everybody's saw a kickoff by Berlin after the score for Plymouth, and they kicked it back and resetting it, taken away by Leighton Albright to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda gets hooked, no call, and Berlin goes the other way. Aiden goes to take it away, and he gets called for a hook. So it's going to be a Berlin with a kick.
Got an extra one!
So Berlin sets up for the free kick. Berlin kicks it away. Header by Connor McManus, settled by Berlin. Berlin chips it in. Noah Joseph headers it up. Connor McManus takes it away. Leighton Albright rolls it. Leighton Albright gets it after the roll. Berlin's pulling away. Corby Gaffney's got it on the near sideline. And Corby brings it into the box. Goalkeeper comes out. Nice play by the goalkeeper at the 12-minute mark. Goalkeeper gets up for a punt it away with the wind. Kicks it high and nobody first touch. Connor McManus gets a header on it. Pushed the Berlin player in the back, so he's going to be a free kick for Berlin at the 12.5-minute mark. So Berlin kicks it away. Well, apparently not. That was just to get it up to the right spot, I guess. I would think they're going to kick it up in the air to win. Yep, kicked it up in the air into the box, headed by Ryan Halleck gets knocked down, and we got a call for that one. Ryan Halleck got pushed when he was in the air. So Plymouth's going to get a free kick, yeah. So Cole Bogenschut, the goalie's going to take the free kick at the 13-minute mark. Kicks it up in the air. The wind's going to knock it down. Got it headed by Berlin. Coming out to the near sideline. Now we got a whistle. Got a free kick for Berlin on the header call. Must have been a little grabbing going on, pulling somebody down to get the header away. But so referee's calling really tight tonight. So guys will just have to realize that. Nathan Francis headers it up after the free kick at Berlin. Leighton Albright and Dylan Kane both header it, and Berlin headers it. Berlin settles it. Berlin kicks it ahead. Connor McManus stops it, kicks it out to Corby Gaffney, to Dylan Kane, back to Corby Gaffney. Got Connor McManus going up the near sideline, and he can't keep it in. Nice try. Ball, the grass is a little short here, a little fast field, so couldn't catch up to it. Going to be a throw-in at the 14-minute mark by Berlin. They threw it into the backcourt. And Dylan Kane slides in for a...
Good, Dilly!
Takes it away. It's going to get a... going out the back end, so it's going to be a... Oh, he called... penalty. I'm sorry. Penalty on Berlin on there. Sorry. My bad. Thanks for the help. So Corby Gaffney's going to take the free kick after the penalty. Got guys crashing in the box. It's on the ground. Leighton Albright kicks it up in the air. Headers it. Bounces off a Berlin player. Ryan Halleck takes a shot. Hits the Berlin player in the head. Dylan Kane up in the air. Berlin kicks it out. Ryan Halleck chests it up in the air. Colin Meyer taps it up. Corby Gaffney takes a shot, and it goes in. So you got Corby Gaffney scoring a goal at the 15-minute mark, and it's assist by Colin Meyer. Nice play there, keeping that ball in the play for Plymouth. We got subs coming in for Plymouth at the 15-minute mark. We got Logan Kulo coming in, Eric Novak coming in, and Garrison Pierce came in. Going out is Dylan Kane, Corby Gaffney, and Colin Meyer. So guess we didn't have a ball on this side of the field, so we got one now. Berlin kicks off. So after the score, Plymouth's up 3-0. Logan Kulo gets a foot on it and makes Berlin kick it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Connor McManus up, throws it into Eric Novak over his head, and Berlin kicks it out. It's going to be another throw-in. Connor McManus picks it up, throws it into Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo gets a foot on it, but Berlin taps it away. Noah Joseph calls for it, kicks it up in the air, but Berlin kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be another throw-in for Plymouth. Noah Joseph up, throws it into Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps it out to Logan Kulo on the near sideline. Logan still got it. Gets sandwiched between two people. Taps it out. Berlin kicks it away. Berlin coming up in the middle. Drew Benning comes and cuts it off. Drew taps it back to Logan Kulo. Cut off by Berlin. Berlin taps it back, trying to reset it. Plymouth's giving them all kinds of... Leighton Albright and Eric Novak combined for a couple... Eric Novak tacks it up to Leighton Albright. Taps it in to Garrison Pierce. Kicked away by Berlin. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. A little fancy footwork going on there. Garrison Pierce is going to throw it in on the far sideline. Throws it into Berlin player. Cuts it off, but Nathan Francis is in the far corner with it. Battling, kicked out by... Oh, still kept in play. Leighton Albright taps it to Garrison Pierce into Kyle back to Nathan Francis, bringing it back. Going to reset it to Drew Benning to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph kicked it too far. Berlin got it back. Noah gets it away. Colin Meyer goes to retrieve the free kick. He gets taken down by Berlin player. So Colin Meyer quickly kicks the free kick up into the box too far, and Berlin throws it out quickly, but Colin Meyer's there. Taps it back in to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce on the far side of the box. Garrison working on the box, get taken down. Going to be a penalty on Garrison Pierce there. It's going to be a free kick for Berlin at the 17 and 50 minute mark. 17 minutes and 50 seconds. So Berlin's going to have a free kick. Berlin kicks it away. Leighton Albright headers it. And Nathan Francis on the far side. I think Garrison Pierce to Eric Novak. Eric Novak tries to get into Leighton Albright. Again, this number 14 for Berlin is just hooking guys and taking them down. He's got like 4 calls now, and Plymouth kicks, Kyle Meyer kicks it away to Leighton. Now number 14 gets a yellow card for, and I'm sure it was just for probably mouthing off. I'm not positive, but that's what it looked like because nothing was happening. So yellow card for Berlin. They can substitute, put another player in. So the clock is stopped until the referee says play ball. So I'm assuming we'll have a free kick again for Plymouth when we get back going. So as soon as the referee blows the whistle, we'll have a free kick. Eric Novak lets the kick go, and Noah Joseph kicks it up into the box, and the goalkeeper grabs it, kicks it away. Drew Benning stops it. Noah Joseph over to Connor McManus. Connor McManus up the near sideline. Logan Kulo taps it into Eric Novak. Leighton Albright does a reverse spin.
Play your game, boys.
Kicks it ahead. Goalkeeper picks it up. Kicks it away. On the far sideline, Nathan Francis headers it up. Garrison Pierce is chasing it down. And Garrison gets a foot on it. It's into the box and kicked out by Berlin. Kyle Meyer keeps in play. Kyle Meyer on the far sideline. Getting worked over by a Berlin player. And again, a call for rough play by Berlin. Kyle Meyer is going to take the free kick. So Kyle Meyer going into the crosswind, kicks it on the ground, hits a Berlin player's foot, headed by Berlin. Kicked out by Berlin, so it's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Kyle Meyer up for a throw-in. Kyle Meyer throws it into the box. Berlin kicks it away. Noah Joseph taps it back in for Plymouth. Eric Novak gets a foot on it. Ryan Halleck takes a shot from way downtown and goes wide right of the goal. So 20-minute mark. So at the 20.5-minute mark, Berlin's going to take the free kick, goal kick for the ball going out of the end play. Kicked it over to the near sideline, and it's not going to be kept in by Berlin, so it's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Connor McManus is going to throw it in. Connor McManus throws it into Leighton Albright. Handball by Berlin there. He stuck the ball in to push it away from Plymouth. So we get a Noah Noah Joseph's going to take the free kick again. And gets into the box. Garrison Pierce says it, takes a kick just over the top of the goal. Nice kick by Garrison Pierce there. So I think we got our oldest ball boy in the sideline tonight. Looks like Randy Myers being the ball boy. I don't know, it must be sick. Or maybe still in school. They're still in school. Yeah, they're in school. The little kids go till 4:45, don't they? Anyways, back to play. Berlin's controlling it, setting it back. Work tapped out by Logan Kulo. It's going to be a throw-in for Berlin. At 22-minute mark, Berlin's going to take the throw-in on the near sideline. Throws it way ahead. Throw in by it's a free kick here. It's a free kick, not a throw in. So so Berlin's going to take the penalty kick for hands extended by Plymouth at 22.5-minute mark. Berlin gets it up in the air with the wind, headed by Ryan Halleck and picked up by Cole Bogenschut. Throws it out to Logan Kulo on the near sideline. Cut off by Berlin. Brings it back in the corner. Berlin's way off sides and the guy never got back. So good call for Plymouth there. Berlin is off sides. So penalty kick coming up for offsides, and Noah Joseph's going to take the penalty kick at the 23-minute mark. Taps it up to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck turns, taps it to Logan Kulo on the sideline. Logan taps it back to Connor McManus. Hit the Berlin player and headed by Berlin player. Ryan Halleck settles it over to Logan Kulo, back to Colin Meyer, taps it back to Noah Joseph. Noah's going to go the other way to Nathan Francis on the far sideline. Nathan Francis working up, taps it ahead to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce brings it back, taps it in the middle to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer turns, taps it ahead, tries to get it to Nathan Francis, running it down, and he gets taken down by Berlin. So it's going to be a free kick, I'm pretty sure. Berlin got more subs coming in for Plymouth. I'll get them. We got David Hassel coming in, Adam Smith, Zach Strel's in, and Aiden Woda throws it in, I'm pretty sure. Can't see his number here. Looks like it. Dylan Kane's back in. So Noah Joseph's going to settle after that throw in. Noah Joseph bringing it up the middle. Taps it ahead to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it to Noah Joseph, up to Dylan Kane, back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith chips it ahead to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney's going to have to corral it and bring it back. Taken away by Berlin. Goes out. Oh, they're still in play. Berlin kicks it ahead. Berlin taps it back on the near sideline, kicks it ahead. Ryan Halleck settles it up to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph dribbling. Taps it ahead to Aiden Woda on the far sideline. Aiden Woda taps it back to David Hassel. David Hassel back to Aiden. Aiden brings it back out to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph gets it taken away by Berlin. Noah gets it back. Noah tries to get into David Hassel, blocked by Berlin. Now he tries to get to Corby Gaffney, blocked again by Berlin, and he's going to get a free kick call for Noah getting taken down by Berlin. Yeah, he's calling it really tight tonight. And Noah takes it, quickly kicks it before anybody gets set up. Berlin's looking along, what? It's a free kick. Once he puts it on the ground, you can kick it. So Noah Joseph gets the penalty kick and goes in to score at the 25.5-minute mark. So Plymouth is up 4-0. Berlin's still looking around, trying to figure out what happened there, but so Berlin kicks off again after a score for Plymouth. Plymouth's up 4-0. Berlin's bringing the ball back after a kickoff. kick it ahead on the near sideline. Connor McManus is going to run it down. Connor's bring it out to the sideline. And tapped out by Berlin. It's going to be a throw-in for Connor McManus. Connor's up, throws it in. And Berlin gets a foot on it. Noah Joseph taps it up ahead to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney pushes it to middle. Berlin intercepts it, kicks it away, but Aiden Wodas taps it out to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis going up the sideline, taps it ahead to David Hassel, and David keeps it in play. David's in the far corner. David's still controlling it, taps it into Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda taps it back to Nathan Francis. Going to reset it, taps it into Adam Smith. Adam Smith tries to get out to Aiden Woda, and too hard, goes out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Berlin at the 26.5-minute mark on the far sideline. Berlin throws it in. Aiden Woda gets it. Got handball call, I guess. So Berlin's going to kick it away from the handball. Kicks it up into the air. Ryan Halley gets a header on it. Coming to the near sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Berlin. Berlin up, throws it in. Taps ahead. Berlin give and go, and Adam Smith takes it away. Taps it to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph running up the middle field, getting chased. Taps it ahead, trying to get to David Hassel. And stopped by Berlin. David Hassel comes back for it. David Hassel still fighting for it. Dylan Kane in there now. A little holding going on there by Berlin. So Berlin's going to get a free kick out of that one. I don't quite see how that happened, but at the 27, almost 28-minute mark, Berlin kicks it away. Over the head of everybody, Cole Bogenstru's going to call for it, and he grabs it. Cole quickly rolls it out to Nathan Francis on the near sideline, on the far sideline, I'm sorry. Nathan taps it up to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda gets it taken away by Berlin. Berlin stops. Aiden got in front of him to slow him down. Adam Smith battling in the middle there. Adam Smith takes it away from Berlin, fighting hard for it. Now we get a call. Going to be a free kick for Plymouth. Berlin's really getting a little chippy now, so we got a Noah Joseph taps to the head. Oh, before the whistle. So they reset it for the Noah Joseph kicks to the head to Adam Smith. Adam Smith loses it to Berlin, but Aiden Woda's in there, battling for it. Another push off by Berlin. So Aiden, I think Noah Joseph's going to take the free kick again after a penalty. Noah kicks it up in the air into the wind and into the back corner of the net for Noah Joseph. He's got his second goal into the wind over the goalie's head to the back corner at the 29-minute mark for Noah Joseph. He's got 2 goals tonight, both of them on penalty kicks, so no assist for him. So it's 5-0 Plymouth, and Berlin's going to kick it off as soon as we get the whistle. Berlin kicks it away, setting it back. Now they're driving, Berlin's driving ahead. Corby Gaffney gets a foot on it, taps to the head. Berlin gets it back. Berlin's got it in the middle. Berlin kicks it ahead on the near sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be throw-in for Plymouth. So at actually he called the penalty kick, so Plymouth is going to have a penalty kick. Connor McManus kicks it ahead. Corby Gaffney gets a foot on it. Again, Berlin's going to get a yellow card for rough play. They just keep banging. So Berlin can sub on the yellow card, so they're bringing another player, and Noah Joseph's going to take the penalty kick as soon as the ref is... I think the ref just warned both benches about rough play, so hopefully they'll get the picture. Noah Joseph kicks it ahead. Adam Smith can't get a foot on. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Berlin at the 30-minute mark on the near sideline on the far corner. Berlin throws it in. Corby Gaffney and Adam Smith there. Adam Smith taps it in to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane in traffic. Dylan Kane taps it to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney in the traffic in the box. Kicked out by Berlin. It's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth at the 30.5-minute mark. Corby Gaffney's going to pick it up for the corner kick. Corby Gaffney sets it down. Corby kicks it up in the air. First person with a foot on is Berlin, but Corby's chasing in there after the rebound. Corby's going to get the call on that one, so it's going to be a free kick for Berlin after the rough play by Corby Gaffney. So we're up to the 31-minute mark, and Berlin's going to kick it away. Kicked away, Noah Joseph headed it. Corby Gaffney heads it back to the middle. Adam Smith gets a foot on it, gets a chest on it. Adam Smith turns around, taps it up to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph kicks it ahead to Dylan Kane, back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it out to the corner to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda in the corner in the box, taps it in. The goalkeeper scoops it up. Nice play, throws it out on the near sideline. Connor McNannis, first one there, cuts it off. Connor McNannis in the corner, taps it into Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney in the box, taps it back to Connor McNannis. Has to go around a Berlin player. It goes out the back end. It's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth. Connor McNannis quickly taps to Corby Gaffney in a corner kick. Corby Gaffney coming into the box. Corby's into the box, taps it ahead. Noah Joseph takes a shot, goes wide left. Going to be another corner kick because it tapped to hit a Berlin player on the way in. So his wide left wasn't that bad after all. It was hit by. It's a flyover, yeah. A bald eagle is flying over the ball diamond. Look, hope he doesn't pick up the ball, thinking it's a little rabbit. So Corby Gaffney again is going to take a corner kick at the 32-minute mark. Corby gets this one up in the air. Oh, we got. So we got a score by David Hassel. And a little extracurricular activity in the box, but so we should have a score. I'm pretty sure there's a score there, but he hasn't officially said it. But I'm pretty sure David Hassel should get a goal out of that. What's that? Penalty kick, so no score, huh? Penalty first. No score and the penalties on Plymouth. So Berlin kicks it away after all that, so it's still 5-0 Plymouth. The kick was headed by Noah Joseph, kicked back by Berlin. Nathan Francis taps it away. Berlin gets it back. David Hassel taps it ahead to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane in the box, gets taken away by Berlin, taps it out to the near sideline. Noah Joseph comes and runs it down, brings it back in play. Corby Gaffney gets it away from Corby Cup into the box. Dylan Kane takes it away. Taps it ahead to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it back to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis taps it out to Aiden Woda. Aiden Woda on the far side brings it back into David Hassel. Is going to get called for offsides. David Hassel is offsides on the play, so it's going to be a kick for Berlin at the 33.5-minute mark. So Berlin kicks it away for the offsides, and Ryan Halleck settles it up to Adam Smith to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps to the head, but blocked by Berlin. Berlin kicks it down the field, and Drew Benning's going to settle it. Drew Benning kicks it ahead into the wind. Not going to go anywhere, but Aiden Woda comes back, gets a foot on it, and Berlin gets a header on it. Nathan Francis settles it, battling Berlin on the sideline. Got subs coming in for Plymouth and Berlin. For Plymouth, we got Garrison Joseph coming in, Leighton Albright coming in, and Jake Walsh looks like Jake Walsh is in the also for Plymouth. Nathan Francis throws it in. Adam Smith taps it ahead to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps it back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith brings it to the near sideline to Connor McManus. Connor McManus taps it up to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney on the near sideline taps it in the box to Connor Joseph. Tapped out by, going to go out the back end by Berlin. It's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth at the 35-minute mark. And Corby Gaffney taps it short quickly to Connor McManus. Connor McManus works it back into Adam Smith in the middle. Adam Smith takes a shot, kicked away by Berlin. Adam Smith headed it, kicked away again by Berlin. Drew Benning's going to settle it back. Drew Benning kicks it out to the far sideline, headed up by Berlin, but gets all the way up to Jake Walsh on the far sideline. Tapped away by Berlin. Nathan Francis gets it back to Jake Walsh in the corner, taps into Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps into Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph in traffic. Berlin kicks it out, but Connor McManus is there to settle it. Taps it back into Adam Smith. Adam Smith turns, taps it into Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright chips it out to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh on the corner, taps it in. Kicked away by Berlin, up in the air. Connor Joseph got a foot on it. Berlin's got a foot on it. Connor Joseph. Jake Walsh takes a shot, kicked out by Berlin. Berlin kicks it ahead. Ryan Halleck's going to let it go out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. We're at the 36.5-minute mark. Ryan Halleck up, throws it into Noah Joseph in the middle. Noah Joseph turns, taps it up to Connor Joseph. That's his brother, taken away by Berlin. Nathan Francis runs in, taps it away. Nathan Francis still has it, kicked away by Berlin. Nathan Francis gets it back, taps it into Leighton Albright, kicked away by Berlin. Noah Joseph has it, bring it back into the middle. Taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney in the box, but the goalkeeper's right there to scoop it up. He rolls it out quickly to the near sideline, but Connor McManus is the first one there. Taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney on the near sideline. Corby turns, taps it into play to Adam Smith, taken away by Berlin. And Corby Gaffney, Adam Smith putting on pressure on, and Berlin kicks it away. Ryan Halleck gets a foot on it up in the air. Leighton Albright with a header. A kick by Berlin, another kick. Noah Joseph's going to settle it in the middle. Noah Joseph going to get, for rough play, he kicked the ball and ran into the Berlin player, so it's going to be a free kick for Berlin at the 37.5-minute mark. Again, Plymouth still up 5-0. And Berlin kicks it away. Noah Joseph headers it up to the middle. Berlin's the first one there, but Corby Gaffney takes it away. Corby turns, taps it in the middle to Leighton Albright, taps it into Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it up to, can't get it to Connor Joseph, kicked away by Berlin. Ryan Halleck headers it up, set by Berlin. Berlin controls, taps it in, but Connor McManus is there. And Cole Bogenschutz calls for it. Going to be a penalty on Berlin for pushing Connor in the back when he was shielding the ball, and so it's going to be a penalty kick there for Plymouth at the 38-minute mark. Cole Bogenschutz waiting for the whistle. No whistle. Kicks it up in the air. Leighton Albright headers it up to Corby Gaffney, taps it ahead. Nobody took a run, so Corby's running it down. And Connor Joseph gets a foot on it, but Berlin gets it back. Berlin's just going to kick it out the far side. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Got subs coming in for Plymouth. We got Colin Meyer and Nick Freund coming in for Corby Gaffney, and Adam Smith. So Nick Freund and Colin Meyer are in. And Leighton Albright's going to take the throw in. We're at the 39-minute mark. Leighton Albright throws it in to Connor Joseph in the corner. Connor taps it back to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright in traffic. Gets pushed down by Berlin, so we're going to get another free kick. Let's see if Noah can get another one. Noah quickly kicks it up in the air. Right to the goalkeeper there. We're awake this time, so no luck for Noah. Goalkeeper kicks it away with the win. Drew Bennings headers it up. And now Drew Benning almost got kicked, so we're going to get a penalty kick on Berlin. So Drew Benning's going to take the free kick at we'll call it the 40-minute mark. Drew kicks it away into the wind. Jake Walsh gets a foot on it. Up to Leighton Albright battling Berlin. Connor Joseph comes in to Leighton Albright. Connor Joseph, there's like 6 guys around there. Now Noah Joseph's got it, gets taken down. Yeah. So Berlin's trying to keep him from getting a quick kick, so they ran up and stood on the ball, and now the ref's having a little conference with him, you know. You get, yeah, so. That's not 10, but nobody's asking for, they got to ask for 10 before I give it to him, so. Colin Meyer taps it out around the wall to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph running down in the corner. Noah's going to bring it back in play. Taps it into Jake Walsh, back to Connor Joseph, running it down, but Berlin gets there first. And Connor McManus taps it over to Jake Walsh on the far sideline. Jake Walsh loses the ball, but Colin Meyer gets it back. Colin Meyer to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh to Colin Meyer. Colin tries to get it back to Jake, and Berlin kicked it away, but Noah Joseph's there. Taps it out to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh tried to get it into Colin Meyer, and we got one. Oh, it stayed in. Stayed in defense anyway, so it's going to be thrown for Plymouth on the far side. Nathan Francis throws it into Colin Meyer, gets taken down by a Berlin player from the back. Colin Meyer takes a free kick to Connor Joseph, but Berlin gets a foot on it. Berlin kicks it away. Ryan Halleck headers it up to Nathan Francis on the far side. Nathan taps it out to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh, Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer gets it by him. Berlin still there, goes out to Enwall. It's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth at the 42-minute mark. Looks like Jake Walsh is going to take a corner kick. See if we can bend one into the wind here. Gets it up in the air. Nick Freund got his hands on the back of a player, so it's going to be a free kick for Berlin at the 42.5-minute mark. So Berlin kicks it away. Berlin settles the kick, taken away by Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis going up the far sideline, stops, reverses, taps it to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer taps it ahead to Leighton Albright in the middle. Leighton puts it up in the air. Nick Freund's got it. Nick Freund got for extending a hand, so it's going to be a free kick for Berlin.
Got an extra one!
So at the 43.5-minute mark, Berlin's going to have a free kick here. Kicks it away for Noah Joseph, headers it up. Nick Freund gets a foot on it, back to Noah. Noah coming up the middle. Noah taps it out to Jake Walsh. Had to go back and get it, and Berlin got a header on and tapped it the other way, but Nathan Francis comes to the intercept, but Colin Meyer takes away. Berlin sets it back. Berlin kicks it ahead. Drew Benning gets a foot on it, heads it back ahead to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright turns, tries to get it into Connor, but tapped away by Berlin. Leighton gets it back to Noah Joseph. Over to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh on the far side, taps it into Colin Meyer. Tapped out by Berlin. Going to be a throw-in for Plymouth at the 44.5-minute mark, 30 seconds. Jake Walsh throws it in. Berlin got a foot on it. Berlin's coming back the other way. Nathan Francis cuts it off. Leighton Albright gets it. Leighton Albright takes a shot. Blocked by Berlin. Gets it back. Berlin again. Kicks it away. Berlin sets the kick. Drew Benning running it down. Drew Benning takes it away. Taps it ahead to Connor McManus on the far side, on the near sideline. Connor in the box. Taps it in. Berlin sets it, kicks it away. Drew Benning's going to take a shot from out. It's going to be wide left of the goal. So that's the first half. First half is 5-0 Plymouth. Scoreboard shows us having 6 shots on goal to their none. So we'll be, again, we're counting up to 90. So Plymouth is ahead 5-0 starting second half as soon as the whistle blows. Berlin's going to have the kickoff, and now Plymouth has the wind at their back for the second half. Wind coming out of the north today. A nice cool fall breeze blowing here in Plymouth Soccer Stadium, and the whistle blows. Berlin kicks off, comes to the near sideline. Aiden Woda takes it away, goes out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Berlin. Going Berlin throws it in. Noah Joseph kicks it up. It's going to clear us all. And back into the fans. Berlin's going to have a throw-in. Berlin throws it back. Heads up again. Plymouth's going to have a throw-in. Aiden Woda up, throws it in quickly to Dylan Kane running down the sideline. Dylan taps it in the box, tries to get it to Colin Meyer, but Berlin kicked it away. Berlin kicks it out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Aiden Woda throws it in to David Hassel, and David can't settle. It's going to be a throw-in for Berlin. Berlin throws it back to reset it. Berlin kicks it into the wind, up to the middle, and Noah Joseph taps it ahead with the wind. Over everybody, it's, Berlin kicked it out to, and it's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth. Oh, how unfortunate for that. He's just trying to kick the ball out the side, and the wind took it out the back. So Plymouth's going to have a corner kick, first one of the second half at the 46-minute mark. Adrian Woda taps it quickly to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis gets it up in the air. David Hassel gets a foot on it. Dylan Kane taps it back out to Ryan Hollick. Ryan Hollick with his left foot and up over the fence and hit the back of a car. No goal for him. So Berlin's going to have a goal kick. Kicks it away into the wind. Ball's hanging up. Ryan Hollick heads it up to David Hassel, to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney takes a shot with the wind. The goalkeeper knocks it down. Looks like we have a new goalie for Berlin this second half, because the only reason I know that, the first half the guy has his hair is painted green. So Berlin kicked it away. Drew Benning gets a foot on it. Got an injury, got a player down for Berlin. Whistle is blown for stoppage of play. Berlin player gets up. I'm pretty sure he has to head off if they stop the play for him. Yeah, he's limping his way off the field. So Berlin's got a sub coming in for the injured Berlin player. So referee's just going to put the ball down, and Berlin's going to get a free kick out of that. Berlin kicks it away, and Aiden Woda taps it back up the middle, but Berlin cuts it off. Corby Gaffney kicks it ahead again. David Hassel gets a foot on it. David Hassel Still going down the far sideline. David Hassel. Still David Hassel. I think it's going to go out the end. Going to be a goal kick for Berlin. Nice hustle by David Hassel to take it all the way down the far sideline. Berlin kicks it off into the wind. It goes straight up in the air. Dylan Kane gets a header, and then Berlin gets a header. Berlin settles it. Corby Gaffney running in. For Corby into the box. Going to go out the end with that wind. Once you get a foot on it, that wind just blows that ball. So going to be another goal kick for Berlin here. The wind seems to be picking up. Another kick. This one not so high in the air, and Corby Gaffney gets a header on it to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane loses it to Berlin. Berlin taps it ahead to the near sideline and going to go out of bounds. Going to be throwing for Plymouth. Nathan Francis up for the throw-in. Throws it into, can't get it to anybody, but Berlin kicks it away, but Ryan Halleck gets it, taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney. And David Hassel taps it to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer tries to get it to Aiden Woder in the box, and it was kicked out by Berlin. So Aiden Woder is going to throw it in at the 49-minute mark. Aiden Woder throws it into the box to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer working there, working on the line, tapped out by well, it's going to be a goal kick, I guess. Tapped out by Plymouth then. So Berlin's going to kick it away. Another one that's hanging up in the air. Ryan Halleck headers it up to David Hassel, headers it out to Corby Gaffney, but Berlin's going to get there first. Berlin taps the other way, but Connor McManus there taps it back to Corby Gaffney on the far sideline. Corby Gaffney working, taps it in the box, loses it to Berlin. Berlin kicks it into the wind. Noah Joseph settles it. Noah over to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney. Connor running down the sideline. Corby back to Connor on the sideline. Connor back in the corner. Connor working the far corner. Tapped out by Berlin. Going to be a throw-in for Berlin. Berlin gets it up, throws it in. And Corby Gaffney taps it away, but Berlin gets it back. Berlin taps it ahead again. Ryan Halleck worked him over and got Berlin to tap it out. Going to be thrown for Plymouth. Ryan Halleck quickly up, throws it into Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney taps it in to Dylan Kane. Dylan Kane trying to get it through, and Berlin took it away from him. Berlin's just going to tap it out, going to go out of bounds. And Connor McManus throws it into Ryan Halleck. Oh, I got to go throw it in too far ahead, so I got to back up a little bit. At the 51-minute mark, Connor McManus throws it into Colin Meyer in the middle. Colin Meyer turns, sets it back to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph sets it over to Drew Benning. Drew Benning over to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor taps it back into Ryan Halleck. Too far, loses it to Berlin, but Ryan puts some pressure on and going to get called for pushing. And Berlin's going to get the free kick. Berlin kicks it away into the wind. Again, gets hung up. Nathan Francis headers it back down, but Berlin kicks it back into the wind. Again, gets hung up. Drew Benning gets the first foot on it, taps it to Noah Joseph. Back out Noah Joseph over to Connor McManus on the far sideline to try to get the Corby Gaffney. Couldn't keep it in place, so it's going to be thrown for Berlin. 51-minute mark, Berlin throws it in. Dylan Kane puts some pressure on it. Tapped away by Ryan Halleck to David Hassel. Back to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck up to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer to Aiden Woda for a breakaway. Aiden Woda in the box takes a shot, and he scores over the outstretched arms of the goalkeeper. Nice shot by Aiden Woda. 6 goals for Plymouth. Aiden Woda gets the goal. Assist by Colin Meyer at the 52-minute mark. Nice looking play, guys. Nice kick by Aiden. So as soon as they get the ball set, Berlin's going to kick off after the score by Plymouth. So put them up 6-0. Berlin kicks off, setting it back. Taken away by Dylan Kane, but Berlin gets it back. Berlin going up the far sideline, taps to the head. Drew Benning's going to settle it, taps it over to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor get pressured by Berlin, taken away, but Ryan Halleck gets it back to Connor McManus on the far sideline. Connor again taps it up to David Hassel. David Hassel into the box, into the corner. David turns, trying to get around, taps it back into the box, but nobody there but Berlin players, and the goalkeeper picks it up. Waiting for his players to get down there. Kicks it up in the air. Wynn's going to hold it up. Ryan Halleck gets a header on it, taps to the head. Berlin settles it. Kallmeyer gets it away, taps it back to Ryan Halleck. Ryan Halleck in the middle, taps it ahead to Corby Gaffney, but intercepted by Berlin. David Hassel taps it away. Corby Gaffney back kicks to David Hassel. Can't control it. It's going to be a I don't know if he called a corner or throw-in. Oh, it looks like going to be throwing. Corby Gaffney's going to do a patent flip throw here. So if we can get that on, here he comes running up with a flip throw, gets it up in the air, and runs through it, and we're going to have a score. Sliding kick by Dylan Kane there. So that's an assist. That's an assist by Corby Gaffney and a Dylan Kane score on a throw-in. Don't see that too often. A throw-in, assist, and a score. 7-0 for Plymouth. Dylan Kane again with that score, and assist by Corby Gaffney. So we're at the 53-minute mark, and Berlin's going to kick off. Berlin kicks it off. They're going to set it back, and Drew Benning intercepts it over to Connor McManus. Connor McManus going up the sideline to Corby Gaffney. Corby Gaffney kicks it in to Dylan Kane off his legs. Going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Berlin. Berlin quickly throws it in. Connor McManus takes away to Drew Benning. Drew Benning back to Connor McManus. Connor McManus going up the far sideline. And I think he's calling a rough play, free kick for Plymouth. Looks like Drew Benning's going to take this free kick for the penalty on Berlin for rough play. Kicks it back to the middle to Connor McManus, but Berlin gets there first. Noah Joseph takes it away. Noah Joseph going up the far sideline. And Noah still has it. Taps it ahead into the box. The goalkeeper comes out and scoops it up. David Hassel is the closest one for Plymouth there, but nice play by the goalkeeper. At the 55-minute mark, kicks it up in the air. The Wynn holds it up. Ryan Halleck gets a foot on it. Ryan Halleck's going to get called for grabbing a Berlin player, so it's going to be a free kick for Berlin. Right on midfield, so 55-minute mark. Berlin's going to kick it away. Kicks it up. Nathan Francis headers it out. David Hassel sets it. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Berlin. Berlin quickly threw it in, but Noah Joseph was there to get the ball away in the near sideline. Noah's coming up the near sideline. Taps it ahead. Tried to get it to David Hassel, but Berlin taps it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Noah Joseph up for the throw-in. Noah throws it down the sideline. Kicked out by Berlin. David Hassel quickly up, throws it in the middle into the box, over the head. Corby Gaffney's there, kicks it up. What was the call? Must have called Corby Corby Gaffney for must have either a handball or a hold in there. High kick. Okay, 1 out of 3. Yeah. Anyways, Berlin kicks it off. Ryan Halleck headers it, and Berlin settles the header. Aiden Woda knocks it away to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer loses it to Berlin. Dylan Kane in the mix, gets taken down twice. It's going to be a free kick for Plymouth. Let's see if Noah Joseph's going to... now referee's counting off 10 because the guys were standing in front of the ball, so... Yeah. So, Noah Joseph and Ryan Halleck are talking it over. Ryan Halleck takes the kick, fakes it. Noah Joseph taps it up in the air, and the goalkeeper comes out. Kicked away by Plymouth and scored. Oh, offsides. He's calling offsides on Plymouth. No score, so called offsides. So, going to be a offsides penalty kick for Berlin at the 57-minute mark. Kicked it away. Berlin is in control of the kick, over to the middle. Corby Gaffney comes and gets it. Berlin. Yeah. So Berlin's going to get a free kick after the penalty by tripping for Corby Gaffney. Berlin kicks it up in the air. The wind's going to hold it up. And Connor McManus headers it up to Corby Gaffney, but Plymouth is going to have a throw. We got a bunch of subs coming in for Plymouth. I'll try to. It looks like Adam Smith's coming in. Logan Kulo, Garrison Pierce, Connor Joseph, Leighton Albright, Eric Novak's coming in. So I think that's all of them. Anyways, looks like Logan Kulo's up, throws it in. Logan gets it back off the rebound, going down the far sideline. Going to be another throw in. Logan Kulo up. Can throw it in again. Logan throws it in to Eric Novak in his far sideline. Eric taps it back to Logan. Logan brings it over the middle to Ryan Halleck. Taps it back to Drew Benning. Drew Benning puts it up to Garrison. Okay. Berlin kicks it away the other way. Adam Smith takes it away, taps it ahead to Eric Novak. Berlin's the first one there though. Garrison Pierce comes in. Adam Smith taps it to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps it out to Garrison Pierce on the near sideline. Garrison Pierce into the box, trying to get around. Got pushing. Got Garrison pushed. Got free kick for Berlin. Noah Joseph headers it to Eric Novak. Eric Novak settles it, taps it into Adam Smith in the middle. Adam Smith taps it out to Nathan Francis on the near sideline. Nathan Francis taps it to Garrison Pierce. Garrison Pierce gets it taken away by Berlin. Berlin kicked it up, but Adam Smith is going to settle it. Adam Smith taps it back to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph is going to take the ball the other way. Noah's coming up the middle, taps it ahead to Eric Novak. Eric Novak turn, taps it to Adam Smith. Adam Smith loses it to Berlin. Berlin taps it ahead. Ryan Halleck gets it away, taps it to Logan Kulo on the far side. Logan up to Connor Joseph on the far sideline. Connor taps it ahead to Leighton Albright on the far sideline into the box, but Berlin's the first one there. Then Berlin kicks it out. Going to be throwing for Plymouth. Looks like Leighton Albright's going to throw it in, quickly throws it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak turns with it in the middle, taps it in to Connor Joseph. Berlin takes it away, kicks it away, but Logan Kulo's there to keep it on our side and taps it back to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph brings it back the other way, taps it into Garrison Pierce. Cut off by Berlin. Up in the air, kicked out of bounds by Berlin. Going to be throwing for Plymouth. Nathan Francis up to throw it in, throws it into Novak taps it to Adam Smith. Adam Smith to Garrison Pierce. Back to Eric Novak. Back to Garrison Pierce in the box. Garrison takes a shot. Not much on it. Bounces off the goalie's chin, but he scoops it up anyways. So at the 61-minute mark, Berlin pumps it away into the wind. Berlin gets the first foot on it. Berlin lets it go on the far near sideline here. Leighton Albright taps it away to Eric Novak. Eric Novak sees Garrison Joseph on the far sideline, taps it back to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo going back into the corner. Logan taps it in, and Logan gets it back. Logan takes a shot into Leighton Albright, tries to kick it out of the air. Off his back foot, goes out of bounds. So just wide left of the goal. It's going to be a goal kick for Berlin at the 62-minute mark. Berlin kicks it away again into the wind, hanging up. Berlin settles it. Garrison Pierce is there. Nathan Francis takes it away. Leighton Albright has it. Taps it out because a Berlin player went down. So, after the injury timeout for getting kicked in the shin, Berlin's going to throw it in at the 63.5-minute mark. Berlin throws it in to Nathan Francis, who headers it up. Headed by Berlin. Noah Joseph kicked it hard into Berlin player off his butt. Now it's into the box. Yeah, Leighton Albright has it, taps it out to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo taps it back in the box. Headed by Noah Joseph. It's going to be offside by Garrison Pierce. Going to be a goal kick. Sub coming in for Berlin. Number 14, who just got kicked in the rear and kicked in the shin, is going to go out for a little while. I mean, one was by the ball, though, so got a sub coming in for Berlin. I know it didn't sound too good, did it? But too late now. Can't get it back. So, kicked away by Berlin. Say it like it is. Berlin kicks it up in the air. The wind's going to hold it up, and Drew Benning's going to get under it. Kicked over to Nathan Francis on the near sideline. Nathan taps it up to Garrison Pierce. Garrison battling against it. It's going to be a call there. Again, Garrison gets called for rough play. It's going to be a free kick for Red at the 65-minute mark. Berlin's going to kick it away. Well, after all, got all of it in the wind. Noah Joseph's going to run it down, brings it out to the corner on the sideline. Battling, tapped out by Berlin. Going to be a throw in for Plymouth down in the corner. Noah Joseph's going to throw it in. Throws it in to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it ahead to Adam Smith, still has it. Garrison Pierce takes it away from Adam. Garrison's going back the other way, taps it ahead to, gets it back. Taps it ahead to Eric Novak. Eric Novak taps it over to Ryan Halleck, and Berlin stepped in and took it away. Ryan Halleck gets it back, taps it over to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps it ahead to Connor Joseph, going down the far sideline. Leighton Albright gets it back, brings it back to the middle, taps it into, nobody could get there except Berlin, kicks it into the swamp over the fence, so it's going to be a throw in for Plymouth at 66-minute mark. It's school property. School property, so school should mow it. Leighton Albright's going to throw it in. Throws it into Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo taps it back to Leighton Albright. Leighton Albright taps it into Ryan Halleck. Back to Logan Kulo. And faked him out. Went out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Berlin. Berlin throws it in. Taken away by Leighton Albright. Taps it ahead into the box. Connor Joseph's there, but Berlin's there. Berlin kicks it out. Leighton Albright gets a foot on it. Ryan Halleck gets it back. Leighton Albright to Ryan. Ryan's got it back. Ryan kicks it to Eric Novak. Tapped away by Berlin. Adam Smith taps it back in. Berlin taps it out again, but Nathan Francis is there. Noah Joseph called for it. Tapped it out to Zach Strelo. Zach Strelo taps it into the corner to Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis.
Good ball.
It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Got a sub coming in for Plymouth. Looks like
Good job, Ryan.
Ryan Halleck is going to go out, and Colin Myers is going to come back in at the 67-minute mark. And Nathan Francis is going to throw it in. Throws it into the box. Eric Novak has it. Lots of traffic. Tapped in. Leighton Albright. A bunch of people going down, but Berlin kicked it out. Drew Benning's going to control it. Taps it over to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps into Adam Smith. Adam Smith tries to get it to Colin Meyer. Does get it to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer over to the near sideline. And Nathan Francis. Nathan Francis up to Zach Strelo on the sideline. Zach Strelo. And lots of traffic. Taps it in. And Berlin taps it away. And Colin Meyer taps it away to himself. Colin Meyer bring it back in the middle to Leighton Albright. Give and go to Colin Meyer. Berlin got a foot on it. Leighton Albright gets it back. Leighton Albright takes a shot. Goalkeeper makes a nice stab out of the air. So at the 68-minute mark, the scoreboard says 11 shots on goal for Plymouth now. Adam Smith headers it to Eric Novak out to Zach Strelo on the sideline. Zach Strelo going for the corner, get around the guy. I'm going to get called for pushing. It's going to be a free kick for Berlin at the 69-minute mark. So Berlin kicked it away. Adam Smith gets a header on it. And up in the air, Nathan Francis. Going to be a free kick for Plymouth because Berlin jumped on the back of one of Nathan Francis's back. So Noah Joseph's going to kick it away. Oh, got a player down for Berlin tying his shoe. We don't stop for that, but looks like the referee was talking to. Yeah, Berlin got some words from encouragement from the referee there. So Ryan. Leighton Albright taps it to Colin Meyer. Yeah, I know. Adam Smith taps it to. Adam Smith got called for pushing. It's going to be a free kick for Berlin. Everybody's going to touch the ball before they get it back to the free kick part at 70-minute mark. Berlin taps it out to the far sideline, then they kick it up to the middle. It gets through everybody. Noah Joseph's going to settle it, tap it out to Nathan Francis on the near sideline. Nathan Francis kicks it up to Eric Novak. It's kicked away by Berlin. Berlin kicks it up in the air.
Time.
Noah Joseph settles it. Taps it again out to Nathan Francis on the sideline. Nathan Francis taps it into Adam Smith. Adam Smith turns his back, brings it back to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph taps it in. Cut off by Berlin, but Drew Benning gets it away, taps it out to Logan Kulo on the far sideline. Logan going up the far sideline, taps it ahead to Leighton Albright to Connor Joseph on the far sideline, kicked out by Berlin. Going to be a throw-in. Looks like Logan Kulo's got a sub coming in. Nathan Francis going out, and Jake Walsh coming in at the 71-minute mark. Logan Logan Kulo throws it in to Adam Smith. Adam Smith kicks it up into the box, trying to get it to Zach Strelo, headed out by Berlin. But Jake Walsh is going to run it down. Jake Walsh taps over to Zach Strelo in the corner. Zach gets it, taps it back to Jake. Jake Walsh brings it back again to Zach. Cut off by Berlin. Berlin has it. Jake Walsh is going to run it down, taps it back to Noah Joseph. Noah Joseph kicks it back in past everybody. Is going to go out. Going to be throwing for Waupun. Got 2 subs coming in for Waupun, so another stoppage of play. Oh yeah, Berlin. How'd I get that in there? Yeah. We're crossing schools here. Thanks for the help. Somebody's listening to me anyways. So Berlin's going to throw it in. Kicks it up in the air. Colin Meyer gets a header on it. Rough play by Berlin. Going to be free kick for Plymouth. Noah Joseph's going to take the free kick. Noah kicks it up in the air. Eric Novak gets a foot on it. Connor Joseph gets it up in the air. A header by Zach Strelo. And a penalty into the box on Zach. And it's Colin Meyer. Again, he's going to get the penalty kick. So Colin Meyer is going to take the penalty kick at the 73-minute mark. And here's the whistle for the penalty kick. Colin Meyer running up. Takes a kick and scores. This time it's under the right arm of the goalie. So at the 73-minute mark, Colin Meyer gets another goal. 8-0 for Plymouth. Looks like 12 shots on goal. So as soon as the whistle, Berlin's going to take the kickoff. Leighton Albright cuts it off, takes away. Leighton Albright in the heavy traffic going through, taps it ahead to Berlin, takes it away, coming the other way.
It's going to be on the highlight.
Yeah. Going to be a free kick. Colin Meyer must have reached out and grabbed somebody, but it's going to be a free kick for Berlin at the 73-minute mark. Kicks it away into the wind. Noah Joseph headers it back out to Zach Strelo. Zach Strelo on the near sideline, running up the sideline. Taps it ahead to Leighton Albright, but Berlin kicks it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Got more subs coming in for Plymouth. I got Nick Freund and Ben Pierce coming in. They got Eric Novak going out and Connor Joseph. So Jake Walsh throws it in to Leighton Albright, headed by Berlin. Adam Smith settles it. Adam Smith going into the box, taps it in to Nick Freund. Nick Freund, Berlin kicks it away, but Logan Kulo takes a shot, comes running in from the far sideline, takes a nice shot, nice drive, nice stop by the goalkeeper. Got to give him some credit. Goalkeeper did a nice play. Adam Smith settles it off the kick. Berlin gets it back off the rebound. Berlin running up the middle. Drew Benning takes it away, taps it ahead to Nick Freund. Nick Freund taps it ahead to Ben Pierce, kicked away by Berlin. Drew Benning gets it back over to Logan Kulo, headed it. Logan Kulo settles it. Pushed ahead by Berlin. I'm going to get a free kick for Plymouth there. Logan Kulo kicks it up. Leighton Albright kicks it into the goal. So Logan Kulo is going to get assist on the free kick. Leighton Albright gets it up over the goalie's head. And they're looking for offsides, but no offsides call because it's a free kick. There's no offsides on that. So 9-0 at the 75-minute mark.
What do you got? Well, you might have been offside. One more, they call it?
They're supposed to call it at 10. But we haven't gotten that far this year, so Berlin kicks it off. Berlin kicking it back. Nick Freund takes it away to Adam Smith. Adam Smith tries to get it into Leighton Albright, cut off by Berlin. Berlin kicks it ahead. Drew Benning gets a header on it. Noah Joseph taps, got it controlled up the middle to Nick Freund. Nick Freund coming up the middle. Nick Freund gets taken down. Going to be a free kick for Plymouth. Noah Joseph and Kyle Meyer. No, Kyle Meyer quickly kicks it up ahead. Leighton Albright tries a bicycle kick, not even close to the ball, but looked good on film anyways. So Berlin's going to have a goal kick. Kicks it away into the wind, get hung up, and Ben Pierce settles it on the far sideline. Ben running up the far sideline. Ben still in control. Brings it back to the middle, taps it in to Nick Freund, to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer loses it to Berlin. Berlin kicks it ahead, but Drew Benning's there to tap it over to Adam Smith. Adam Smith's going to bring it on a near sideline. Adam Smith's going to work up the near side, sends it up to Zach Strail, kicked away by Berlin. Handball, but nothing called. And Jake Welsh is going to get called for taking a Berlin player down, so it's going to be a free kick for Berlin at, we'll call it the 77-minute mark. Berlin kicks it off. Adam Smith gets a foot on it. Noah Joseph gets it after that. Noah coming up the near sideline. Little bumping going on, and Berlin's going to get called for bumping into Noah. Noah Joseph's going to kick it away after the penalty. Kicks it hard into over everybody. Over the goal. Oh! Ball took a good bounce, almost got over the goalie's head. He quickly rolls it out. Zach Strela comes out, taps it away to Adam Smith. Adam Smith back to Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer tries to get it to Nick Freund, gets past him, and Berlin taps it ahead. Jake Walsh is coming, runs down, and Jake's gonna get a yellow card. He extended his arm, so. So Jake Wells gets a yellow card. He'll have to go off the field, and they can replace him with another player. He just was running hard for the ball and put his arms up, and he got called. So, and it's the right call. So. So Connor Joseph's going to come back in for Jake Walsh. Holding his stomach, looks like Logan Kulo's doesn't want to go off, does he? But he's holding his guts, so. Apparently Logan got punched or something by one of the Berlin players, and the sideline judge saw it, so now the referee's having a talk because he didn't see it. So just updating. This is, I'm speculating what happened here, but that's, so there. No, I didn't hear that. So it was during the other injury to the. It was during the yellow card, so Berlin kicks it off. Logan Kulo kicks it ahead to Nick Freund. Nick Freund taps it ahead to Ben Pierce, running it down. And Benny gets it away from Berlin. Taps it to Leighton Albright, back to Ben. Ben in heavy traffic. Nick Freund has it. Berlin takes it away. Logan Kulo steps in there. Colin Meyer gets a piece of it. Now we got a free kick for Plymouth for rough play from Berlin. So Noah Joseph taps it ahead to Adam Smith. Adam Smith gets taken down by number 19. That's a yellow card for a Berlin player. Wasn't even playing the ball, just ran the guy over. So it's going to be a So at the 78-minute mark, Plymouth's going to have a free kick for a yellow card. So Noah Joseph lines up, kicks it up in the air. Well, Berlin headers it out. Noah Joseph kicks it back. Going to be clears the fences. Going to be a goal kick for Berlin. Got more subs coming in for Berlin. A new goalie coming in and a couple other subs. Noah Joseph's going off for Plymouth. David Hassel's coming in for him. Leighton Albright's going off, and Eric Novak came in for Leighton. Berlin kicks it off. Berlin's controlling on the backside. Berlin kicks it ahead. Kyle Meyer takes it away. A little hook by Berlin. Going to be a free kick for Plymouth. Colin kicks it up in the air, gets past everybody. It's going to go out the back end. It's going to be a goal kick for Berlin. We're at the 79-minute mark. Berlin kicks it off short. Zach Strela cuts it off. Colin Meyer. Colin Meyer taps it to Nick Freund. Nick Freund loses to Berlin. Connor Joseph has it. Taps it ahead, tries to get it to Zach Strela, but Berlin cut it off. Berlin coming back the other way in the middle of the field. Adam Smith gets called for taking the legs out of Berlin, so it's going to be Berlin kicks it away into the wind. So the line judge stopped play on this field and came out. Red card for a Berlin player. He was throwing his elbows, and that was a line judge that came out. He was, yeah, that was a line judge that came out and made that call. Got Berlin for throwing his elbows, and he was not happy. The line judge, and that should be. There's no place for that in soccer now. Now Berlin is going to be down a player for the rest of the game for the next 10 minutes. They cannot sub in for a red card player, so they'll play down. So the coach for Berlin is pleading his case to the referee. So that's what's happening right now for this little timeout. And referee is telling him why the line judge made the call, so he's going to get his couple minutes of talking. So as soon as looks like the referee's coming back on the field now, so we'll start the play and we'll have a free kick for Plymouth after the penalty. And so we're at the 80-minute mark, and looks like Drew Benning's going to kick it off. Drew punts it over to Adam Smith in the middle. Adam turns, taps it out to Connor Joseph on the near sideline. Connor Joseph gets it kicked out by Berlin. Going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Connor Joseph's got the ball. He's going to throw it in. Got a sub. Jake Walsh coming in for Colin Meyer at the 81-minute mark. So Jake Walsh is going to come all over and throw this ball in. Oh, David Hassel's going to throw it in. 81.5-minute mark. David Hassel throws it in to Berlin. Kicked it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Zach Strahl gets up for the throw-in. Zach throws it into Nick Freund, tapped out by Berlin. Going to be another throw-in for Plymouth. Nick Freund's going to throw it in this time. Nick gets it up, throws it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak brings it back, taps it over to Connor Joseph in the middle. Connor Joseph taps it all the way to Logan Kulo on the far side. Logan taps it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak in heavy traffic, taps it out to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph brings it back out to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it back to Jake Walsh in the back. Jake taps it into Adam Smith. Berlin gets it. David Hassel kicks it up in the air. Berlin gets the first foot on it. Berlin settles it. Connor Joseph takes it away. Connor Joseph battling. Taps it ahead to Ben Pierce. Ben Pierce in the box. Gets it back to Connor Joseph. Going to get a call. Ben Pierce extended his arm, so he gets the call. 83-minute mark. Berlin's going to have a free kick. Berlin kicks it away to the far side. Eric Novak puts some pressure on. Eric takes it away, taps it into Ben Pierce. Ben Pierce taps it back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith packs back to Drew Benning. Drew Benning taps it up to Adam Smith in the middle. Adam turns, running up the middle. Kicks it ahead to Zach Strelo. I don't know if Zach can catch up to it. Going to go at the end. It's going to be a goal kick. Good try by Adam Smith there. Saw the open man running down the field. So I have a goal kick. Kicked away by Berlin. Berlin up the near sideline. Taken away by Zach Strela to Eric Novak. Eric Novak gets a left foot in. It goes over the edge of the goal. Ooh. Careful, we'll get that on tape. Berlin kicks it off. Logan Kulo up with a header. Berlin settles the header, but Adam Smith blocked it. Berlin gets it back. Berlin's got it in the middle of the field. Berlin's coming, making a run down the middle of the field. Drew Benning takes it away. Taps it up to Eric Novak. Eric Novak and then lets it go to Nick Freund. Nick Freund to Adam Smith. Adam Smith taps it back to David Hassel to reset it. David Hassel kicks it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak taps it up. Eric Novak handball. Going to be a free kick for Berlin after the handball call. Berlin kicks it away. Logan Kulo up with a header. Jake Walsh gets a foot on it. Tapped the head, but Berlin's there to kick it back in. Drew Benning headed it up to Logan Kulo with a header. To Ben Pierce. Berlin comes out of there. David Hassel kicks it ahead. Over everybody's head. Eric Novak's running it down, but Berlin gets there first, turns around, comes back the other way. Eric Novak steps in, is going to get a call for grabbing the player. Going to be a free kick for Berlin at the 85.5-minute mark. Berlin kicks it away. Saunders Gentine calls for it. The goalkeeper the second half and scoops it up. Nice call. Nice call by Saunders Gentine there. I think Saunders could score from there with this win. Kicks it up in the wind. No header. Berlin gets a foot on it, kicks it up in the air. And Connor Joseph's going to get called for bumping Berlin on the, trying to get in position for the header. Berlin kicks it away quickly. David Hassel headers it up. Adam Smith gets a foot on to Nick Freund, taps it up to Berlin, takes it away. Connor Joseph gets it. Connor Joseph keeps it ahead to Zach Strela. Running in the corner, Zach running it down. Berlin gets there first, playing a little. Berlin keeps it in play. Nick Freund gets it. Goes to the box, taps it in Eric Novak. Eric Novak's coming across the corner, takes a shot. Goalkeeper punches it out. It's going to go out the back end. It's going to be a corner kick for Plymouth at the 86-minute mark. Eric Novak's going to go take the corner kick.
Flags standing out there pretty stiff.
Yeah, we got a strong northeast wind today. I think that left-footed kicker can bend that one in there. Eric Novak kicks it. Kicks it out to the Logan Kulo in the corner. Logan taps it back to Eric Novak. Eric Novak taps it back to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo puts it up in the air into the box. Headed out by Berlin. It's got a penalty call on Plymouth for ball up in the air. Somebody must have did a little pushing. So at the 87-minute mark, Berlin's going to have a free kick. Berlin kicked it. Adam Smith gets it. Eric Novak has it. Back to Adam Smith. Adam Smith with the left foot. Goes wide right of the goal at the 87-minute mark. So the goal kicks up. Connor Joseph settles it. Kicks it up to... Kicked up in the air by Berlin. Berlin just kicks it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Plymouth. Jake Walsh throws it into Eric Novak. Eric Novak settles it, turns. And Eric still has it. Passes back to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph passes over to Logan Kulo in the back. Logan passes out to Ben Pierce in the far side. Ben Pierce got it tapped away by Berlin. It's going to be a corner kick. Looks like Logan Kulo is going to take this corner kick. Logan kicks it up in the air to win. A goalkeeper got a penalty on Zach Strela for running in a goalkeeper, so it's going to be a free kick for Berlin. Berlin kicks it out quickly and the near sideline. Berlin bring it back across the field. There's going to the far side of the field. Ben Pierce takes it away. Ben taps it back to Logan Kulo. Logan Kulo taps it ahead to Adam Smith. Adam Smith turns, taps it back to Drew Benning. Drew Benning brings it to the side of the field to Jake Walsh. Jake Walsh taps it up to Connor Joseph. Connor Joseph working the middle field, taps it, tries to get to Adam Smith, taken away by Berlin. Berlin tapped away, but David Hassel's going to run it down. David Hassel taps it up to Logan Kulo on the far sideline. Logan Kulo sets it, taps it ahead to Ben Pierce. Ben Pierce gets pushed in the back. Ben Pierce kicks it away in the corner. Berlin's running it down in the far corner. Berlin kicks it up. It's going to go out of bounds. And that's the ball game. Plymouth Panthers win 9-0 over the Berlin. Thank you, sports fans, for coming and sticking this one out on this chilly night here at the Plymouth Varsity Soccer Field. And we'll see you, sports fans, on the next one.